All right. Good morning, fifth graders. It's Tuesday. Hey, second day of hybrid. I just found this thing on my big screen. It says color, and look at that cool face. I just wanted to show you something cool that I got. I got these little sticky things. Look at them. See that? It sticks. So I'm going to stand back there. You're not going to be able to see me, and I'm going to throw it. I'm going to try to stick it somewhere. Okay? If I stick it in one of those two, okay, no homework. No homework. I get 3 tries. I'm actually going to try to hit it for you guys. If I stick it in here or here, no homework for you guys. All right? But you will have some classwork, but no homework. Let's see. All right, here we go. I'm stepping back. Wish me luck. Come on, you should be cheering for it. Here we go. Throw one. Ooh, just missed. A little bit high. Get 2 more shots. Okay, second shot. Oh! You want to count it? Yeah! Come on, you better be dancing. No homework. What a shot. Only the second shot, huh? How about that? All right. I know you're all getting dizzy now. All right, Tie Tuesday. Oh, man, I look old. Yeah, I'm 45. What do you know? It's morning time. All right, so how do I make this smaller? Let's go back down to here. Let's drop it. All right, let's get to correcting some stuff, all right? So I heard that yesterday. This was glitchy, the video. I don't know. When I played it, it wasn't. So I hope that it's not glitchy. I might have to record it in a different way. If it is, I apologize. So we're going to do the best that we can. First we're going to do is we're going to correct our homework. So let's go back. First of all, this week's theme, the new normal, week 28, getting used to things. I'm stoked. Going well so far. I'm sure you're showing up on time if you're at home. Obviously, you're on time because whatever time you're doing math is when you're doing math. Being prepared today is having last night's homework, okay? So last night you had 8 problems to do that are going to get you ready for the Chapter 7 test, which is on Thursday. Very important you did those problems. If you didn't do them and you're at home, please go and do them. Then watch this video because it's going to show you how to do them, but it's no good if you haven't practiced them yet. This is going to be the best practice. You're going to see very similar problems again today and even again tomorrow more in a game form so that you'll be ready for Thursday, okay? All right, with that said, let's do this. I think what I have to do here is go over to here. Let's pop that camera on. There we go. All right, let's take a look at last night's homework, okay? So last night's homework, the first problem said, number 1, I'm going to take away the words today and just go over kind of the answers. Okay, so it says draw a picture of 3 times 1/3, a picture of it. This is what we did on the first day, okay? So what do I have here? It says I need 3 whole boxes. 1, 2, 3. And they all have to be 1/3 shaded. That's it. There is no answer for this, no product. Remember, the answer to multiplication is called the product. There is no product. It's just a picture of 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. 3 1/3s, because it's repeated adding. 3 1/3. That's it. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is the ruler problem. So if you look at your homework, you should have drawn the ruler. And it said board B is 1/5 the size of board A. How long is board B? Well, you're like, A, B, what's all of that? Well, the thing is that you only have one number, and that's 1/5, but your other number is on the ruler. So it's really 6. And remember, this whole chapter is multiplication times 1/5. So that's how we're going to find how long board B is. Now, what is 6 times 1/5? Well, what kind of problem is this? Is it 4-box area model, 2-box area model? 4-box and 2-box area model are only with mixed numbers. This does not have a mixed number. It has a whole number and a fraction. Is it multiply straight across, or is it repeated adding? It's repeated adding. So this is 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5, or as a lot of kids like to do it, let's make this into a fraction by putting it over 1. Multiply straight across. 6 times 1 is 6. 1 times 5 is 5. 6/5. Now what do you notice about that problem? It's a fraction greater than 1, so we're going to divide. 6 divided by 5. How many 5s go into 6? 1. There'd be 1 left over. So the final answer is 1 1/5. Okay, we're on fire. Let's go. Number 3. Number 3 was 4 times 2 2/3. Okay, so again, you got to ask yourself, what kind of problem is that? It's very hard to do the math if you don't know what kind of problem it is. All right, so let's take a look. What would it be? Well, I see a mixed number right here. So if it's got a mixed number, it's either 4-box or 2-box area model. That's right, 2-box area model. So let's quickly draw that box, split it in half. 2 times 2/3, 4 on the side. What goes in the first box? Coming over is 4, coming down is 2, 4 times 2. How about here? Coming over is 4, coming down is 2/3. And then we multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2/3. Well, let's do repeated adding. 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3. Denominator stays the same because we're adding, and you get 8/3. But the top is bigger than the bottom, so it's a fraction greater than 1. So we're going to divide. How many? 3 is going to 8, 2, which would give me 6, with the remainder of 2/3. So 2 2/3. And then what do we do to these two numbers? That's right, we add them. 8 plus 2 2/3 is, of course, 10 2/3. Come on, who got that one? Number 4. Number 4 is the yes-no problem. Okay, so number 4 is yes-no. First it said 6 times 1/3 equals 6 1/3. Yes or no? Well, let's take a look. Remember, our whole chapter says when you multiply by a fraction, the number will get smaller. So in this problem, without even knowing the answer, if I multiply 6 by 1/3, it's going to get smaller than 6. So automatically, it cannot be. And I had a couple of kids do these yesterday, and they said, Mr. Merrifield, they added. They put 6 plus 1/3. So this is a big no. Okay, let's look at the next one. 1/3 times 6 equals 2. Well, what kind of problem is this? This one is repeated adding. So it's 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus, you get it. It's 6/3 is the answer. Now, the test or the yes-no question is asking, does it equal 2? Now, some kids will look at this and say, that doesn't equal 2. Look, they're not the same number. But remember, if the fraction's greater than 1, if the top is bigger than the bottom, we have to divide. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. So guess what? That one's a yes. And I know I'm doing these backwards, but oh well. Let's keep going. Okay, the last one. Sorry, I'm way down at the bottom here, smushing my work. 12 over 1, it said, times 4/4 equals 12. Well, this is like in a secret language. I'll tell you the secret language. What is 12 over 1? Remember, any number, let's say take the number 28. You want to make this a fraction, you put it over 1. You have the number 57. You want to make it a fraction, you put it over 1. You have the number 8. You want it a fraction, you put it over 1. So what is this really? It's 12. This really secretly says 12. See this? 12 over 1. And what is 4/4? I know you're saying it out there. You said 1. So what's 12 times 1? 12. What does the test say? 12. So that's another yes. All right. Number 5. You guys are being good listeners. Make sure you're checking your own work from last night to help you know uh-oh, I just lost my page. One sec. Dramatic pause. Take a break. Do 10 jumping jacks. I just noticed my thing was missing. Classwork. One more second. Sorry. Okay, here we go. All right. Now we get to number 5. Number 5 said, how many 1/10 tiles will tile this space? Okay, and the space was 8/10 by 5/10. So as you know, you guys, this whole test is multiplying. So it's going to be 8/10 times 5/10, which is 40 Don't say tenths because you do multiply and get the bottom is 100. But remember, I told you on this one, here's the big trick, you guys. The number of tiles needed is whatever the numerator is, just the top number. So get rid of the bottom. The answer is 40 tiles. All right, let's keep going. Number 6. Oh, number 6 is one of my favorites. 12, 12, 12, times, fraction bar, fraction bar, fraction bar. This time we're going greater than, less than, equal to. So we're comparing this to 12. Remember, there's an infinite number of answers. So if you don't have the actual answer I have, it is okay because there could be other answers. All right. So let's take it, like there's a lot of different ones. So how do I make this side bigger? Well, I need to multiply by a whole number. So 12 times any normal number except for 1. 12 times 1 is 12. But any other number, if you multiply it by 12, it's going to get bigger, right? 12 times 2, 24. 12 times 3, 36. So let's pick 12 times 4, which would be 48. But it has to be a fraction. I can't put a 4 here, so I just put it over 1. Now this side is way bigger because this side, 12 times 4 is 48. That's way bigger than 12. Okay? How do I make a fraction smaller? Or a number smaller, I multiply by a fraction because this side, see, this side has to be smaller. So I take 1/2 or 2/3 or 5/8, any normal fraction. And then how do I keep a number the same? I multiply by 1. So pick anything, 8/8, 4/4, 6/6, and so on. Number 7. We're almost there, you guys. 2 more. 6 times 1/4. Let's go over 1, multiply straight across. You get 6/4. 6 divided by 4 is 1, remainder 2/4. And there's some advanced kids out there that say, hey, 2/4 is the same as 1/2. And number 8 simply asks, what happens when you multiply by a fraction? The number gets, and you all yelled, smaller. And that is your homework corrections. So you're like, well, what are we supposed to do now for the rest of class? Or what are we supposed to do? For the kids at home, you should, let me get out of this. For the kids at home, you should do your homework, which is, let me show you quick. Go to classwork. Come on, Google Classroom. Trojans, yeah, that's the new name of the distance learning homeroom. They're doing a great job, by the way. Go Trojans. In the classwork, it is right here. And those are your 2 pages. Now tell me, does this not look very similar to the problems you just did? Yes, we keep practicing the same kind of problems because I want you to be able to do them on your own, okay? Now for the kids in class with Miss Lindsay and Miss Smith, what I want you to do is for classwork, give the kids a little break, stretch it out, play a little game, do something. And then I want you to do these with them. So yesterday was kind of a we do. This is, was a I do, meaning the teacher did it. Today is a we do. So what I would like you to do is write this problem on the board, have them do it, give you some answers, and then go over it and do that for each one of these, okay? So today's kind of a we do. And the good news is you're going to have no homework. You're like, why are we going to have no homework? Because you're going to literally do this in class right here. So if you do it in class, because I nailed this shot, no homework. All right. Hope you have a great Tuesday, you guys. Namaste.